So good morning, my lovely yogis. Lying down or seated, just starting where your body needs to be today. Checking in with how you're feeling. Whether you're feeling quite buoyant and joyful, or whether you know today is a day where you just need to sort of take things more slowly and be more conserving of your energy. So just checking where you are. If you think about yourself as a battery, whether you're sort of half charged, almost fully charged, or actually you need to sit and charge up. It's a lovely sunny day today, so maybe taking 10 minutes just with your skin out and your body out in the sun, just to charge yourself up. Be very nourishing. Just getting out in nature, also so very grounding, connects with your root energy, Muladhara chakra. So with that, just take a moment to ground, send your energy roots down, deep into Mother Earth, and tuning into how you're feeling at your root chakra, whether you're feeling quite grounded and safe and, feeling comfortable in your space on the earth. And then checking in with the solar plexus, thinking about how you're feeling emotionally, whether life is going with the flow for you, or if it's the opposite, whether there's just resistance at every single turn, because these are the extremes of how this energy can feel for us. Sometimes we can't digest life, something's really upsetting us, and so the sacral can be unbalanced. Solar plexus, how confident do you feel in yourself and your level of healthy self-worth? Do you feel quite motivated to do the things you need to do, or is there a deep sense of kind of lethargy with you? Checking in with heart energy, whether your heart feels open, and if it's like a room, are the doors wide, or are they closed and in need of a little bit of protection and conserving your feelings? Throat, how are you speaking to yourself? Something I was listening to, and I'll share with you, people that I love to learn from, said if you can go and stand in front of your bathroom mirror or any mirror and look into one of your eyes, doesn't matter which, and say I love you to yourself 10 times every day, it's an incredible feeling, and it really does shift things with you. So voicing the love and that you're good enough. And then checking in with your third eye, intuition, whether we're following it, whether we observe the little insights that we get, not to do that today, or to go and do something or phone somebody. And then crown, that lovely connection that we have with our source energy, whatever that means for you, however you see that represented in your life. So a very quick scan, just checking in on how you're feeling. If you're seated, just join me in lying down, and we'll start our stretches, get our body prepared for movement. And also not just that, but just to observe every part of our body. So when you're ready, on the inhale, the right arm up and over. Let the hand fall to the floor behind, then lift your toes and flex into your foot. And tuning into how that feels in your shin, the muscle in the calf. Starting to lower the hip, create space in the waist and lifting through your arm. Stretch out the fingers and the palm. And starting to feel quite active. Pointing toes now just on the right side. And tuning into the different feeling that you get in your leg. Exhale, arm down. And just being completely mindful of that side of the body, the right side. Doing the same on the left. Inhale, arm over. Noticing how it feels in your muscles, in your arm as you move the arm over, foot flexed. Same again, just explore the stretch. Almost like you can sort of feel like you're growing this side. Create space. Point the toes. Lovely stretch over the top of your foot. And then exhale, arm down. Palms up just for a moment, just one breath. Maybe a sigh. And then inhale, both arms over. Engaging the feet into flexed position and then pointing toes, flex again, points. And trying to enjoy how it feels through your shoulder blades. Noticing how much your back lifts away from your mat. And then exhale, arms down. Again, just have a moment to observe. How good do you feel in your body? Drawing right knee in, hands round shin, taking a deep breath. Exhale as we come up. And as you do that, this first stretch of the day, noticing how it feels, especially in the upper back and the neck. And then inhale when you're ready to come down. Left side. Inhale. Exhale, come up. Follow the breath out. Feel the belly drop and the chest drop. Hold the breath. And then inhale when you're ready to come down. Both legs, same again. Inhale, exhale, come up. Really feel all the breath empty out. Get the stagnant air out. And then inhale when you're ready to come down, just gently rocking. Enjoy a nice little massage, perhaps in circles on your back. Noticing anything that feels different or new, anything that's improved or has worsened a little, just acknowledging this. And then we'll take hands and feet up into the air. So stretching fingers out, stretching toes, and then making fists, curling the toes, and then thumbs in and thumbs out, alternating. The warm weather often makes our joints feel a little bit more comfortable, and cold, wet weather often a bit more achy. And then flexing backwards and forwards with wrists and ankles. And gently rotating both hands and feet. And other way. Lovely. Just rest the arms down. Keep the legs raised and we'll cycle just to warm up our knees. Noticing if there's one that's clicky or making noises, and then we're rotating the other way. Cycling the other way rather. And then just gently hug the knees in, just release the belly where we've had a gentle engagement there, holding that position. Pop the left foot down, right leg raised, big circles. How does it feel in the hip, but also what does it feel like in the back of your thigh as you swing the leg upwards? And then just rotate the other way. Observing how it feels as you bring the leg across the body as well. And then we'll swap feet. Left leg now. Same again, big circles, both directions. How tight do you feel in your hamstring? And then other way. Lovely. Bring the knees in. Again, just a nice little hug and a rock for a moment. We'll come up to seated and doing the upper body. Working our neck and shoulders. As you come up, just have a moment just to sit and get centered. Avoid any dizziness in the head. So chin mudra. Closing your eyes. And then when you're ready, taking chin down to chest, pausing and noticing how much tightness or tension you're feeling. And then chin up, down again. Once more up. And then center, tilting the head right and left. And we'll just do this once more, each side. Just take a short pause. Feel the stretch. Coming center. And then gazing over the right shoulder, sweeping over the other side. And although we do these movements all the time, does it feel easier today? Sometimes we'll do these and it just feels a little bit more jarring or sluggish. Coming back to center. And then a full rotation. So take the chin down, head all the way around one way and then the other. I find it very curious, and you may also think this way, how the body feels when you're feeling differently. If you're feeling joyful and buoyant, does the body respond slightly differently? When you're feeling a bit low and depressed, how does the body feel? Heavy and sluggish, perhaps. Okay, bringing hands on shoulders and just enjoying loosening whatever you've got held in these joints. Lovely, and the other direction, just a few times. And release. Okay, we'll come into boat pose, so a seated balance. Lovely for root, but also solar plexus. So I'm coming sideways on the mat, just come into a seated position. Bringing hands under thighs, lovely long straight back. So before we even move, have that lovely lift from tailbone all the way up through the spine, engaging belly muscles and gentle pull on the pelvic diaphragm. And then we'll just tilt back. We'll do 3 of these as we normally do. And then gently coming up with the legs, gazing at your toes or anything else that you can find as a point of drishti, that point of concentration. Feeling grounded and strong and still. And then gently coming down. Release the hands for a moment if you want to. We'll do that 3 times. The 3rd time we will release the hands, just kind of getting stronger in our abdomen. Coming up again. And notice if you want to bring the legs a little bit higher. If you do, don't compromise the back. Keep it lovely and straight. And notice if you start to wobble more. If you do, just come down a little bit, parallel legs to the mat, half boat. And breathe. Often in this pose, there's that tendency to hold your breath for the length of the pose, but still engaging belly, just breathe. And then gently allow yourself to bring the legs down. If you need to just rub anything gently. The next time we will release arms. If you don't feel safe to do that, still hold on to your thighs. So gently coming up again. Feeling strong. This enhances all the lower chakras actually. Solar plexus, root, sacral. Coming up, release arms. Take 1 deep breath. Lovely. And then just let go. Come down gently. Just relax your legs out. If you're anything like me, you can just feel that on the tops of your legs there. Okay. Come on to hands and knees. Just have a lovely little flex through cat-cow, especially as we have just worked that lower spine a little. So we'll start with one end rather than the head and the tailbone moving. Just as you come into neutral spine, let's start with the tailbone movement. On the exhale, tailbone starts to turn under. We start to feel that lift into the lower spine, mid-spine, upper spine, and then we just gently drop the head down. On the inhale, we start to turn the tailbone up. And the belly drops, the chest drops, and then we lift the head. And so just move in this kind of one-way wave motion. Exhale, we start to arch. Inhale, belly drops. And in some ways I find that this movement being one direction, we can really isolate all the vertebrae that we're moving, the 33 vertebrae that make up the spine. We're enhancing the health of the 31 nerves that extend from our spine. And as you move, where do you notice the sensation more? It might not be pain, but you just might notice perhaps in your lumbar vertebrae, you just feel it slightly more on this movement. And then when you're ready, let's just return back to neutral spine. Take a moment, rest yourself back, Hastabalasana. Take your arms nice and long in front of you. Take the knees wide. And creep your fingers forward. Be quite engaged in your arms and feel your shoulder blades be pulled away from your spine, and lovely stretch here. Take some very deep belly breaths. Feel your back ribs expand. Feel your side ribs expand. Really keep stretching your fingers forward like you're creeping them forward. It feels really lovely. And then when you're ready, let's just draw the arms in towards our body. Okay. Coming up to standing. We'll do one round of earth sequence because it's a lovely gentle one to begin our practice with. And it also gets our mind very centered and calm as well. So coming just slightly left off of your mat, to the center of your mat, or to the side of your mat, whichever way you have it lying down. And then a diamond shape with the hands. We'll just float through this like it's meditation in movement. Enjoy expanding your arms out wide. Be quite active with this move. Lovely deep inhale and a full exhale. Empty out all the air. Inhale. Feel it come into the belly and the chest. And just love how your body moves. As you bring your arms up, really try reaching and feel that lovely length in your body. Let's just do one more. I've forgotten how many we've done. Get carried away as the arms come up, right foot to the side. And just allow yourself to float through. Belly, chest, head with the breath, squatting down. Full exhale. Breathing in. Feel your elbows. Breathe out. Feel your knees as you squat. Coming up and forward, extending your body up. And feeling your arms as they move through the air and round and down. One more. And then turning to your right. Notice the weight as you bend into that front leg and the transfer of your weight backwards to the back leg. The weight into the front toes And then how it feels in the ankle of your back foot. All these places we can observe. And then after 3, just swivel over to the other side. Breathe in what you need today. Bring a word to that, whether it's peace and quiet, whether you need nourishment and good fuel and water. Whether you feel like you need stimulating with a good book or a lively conversation. And after 3, the front. Take this opportunity with these moves to just let go whatever you don't need. Whether it's a habit, an attachment to something or someone. And just bowing to the earth, having a moment of gratitude as we come forward here. And then coming up. Right foot to left. Hands in prayer at your heart. And just having a moment, close your eyes, feel your heartbeat. It's very gentle, very different from other sequences that we'll do. Okay. We'll do moon salutation, the one where we flow across the mat. Get our body moving in different ways. So this time come slightly to the right of your center mat. And we'll do it both ways so that we've done the whole kind of moon cycle. Rather than it just being the waxing phase, we'll do the waning phase as well if we kind of think of it like that. So hands to heart. And then deep breath in, arms up. Leaning outwards as you exhale. Lean in through center on the inhale, and again exhale out. Other side. Come back through center. As we drop the arms, we take the left foot aside, goddess squat. Coming up and turning left into Trikonasana. Take your time to slowly come down into this. Notice how it feels through the waist and your hip, opening up that shoulder and chest. Lovely. Rotate right hip forward as we just rotate that back heel and then come into pyramid. Take a moment here to notice your balance, the placing of your feet, and then we'll come down onto that right knee and up into crescent lunge. Feeling a lovely stretch through the legs, hands to the inside of that top foot. Rotate your body around into a side squat with the leg extended. Feeling the knee come up and the foot upright. Let's come over to the other side. Pausing here, foot flexed. Feel the stretch on the inner leg, liver, kidney, spleen. Rotate round to the other side and we come up into the crescent, hands down, pyramid. Just take time to adjust your feet as well. Coming into this pose, take a breath. Opening up to Trikonasana. Really opening through that shoulder and chest. Up into goddess squat. We are goddesses today. Right foot to left. Inhale, arms up. A lovely stretch out to the side. When we do this, we activate our gallbladder channel. And other side. And come back. Just bring hands to heart for a moment. We're going to flow back the other way. Just take a lovely deep breath. Feel your heartbeat. It might be racing slightly more. And then we'll come into the other side. So deep breath in, arms up. Exhale outwards. through center, and another side. Really linking with our feminine energies here into Goddess Squat. Sink down. And then Trikonasana to your right. Nice slow movement into and out of these poses. Really feeling your structure. Pyramid. Just adjust that back heel outwards slightly. Down into a lunge and a crescent. Wonderful for all the leg meridians here. Hands down into that side. Lunge and squat. Over to the other side. Take a moment. Really feel that really lovely stretch on the inner part of the leg. Rotate round into the lunge and crescent. Hands to the mat as we come up into pyramid. And then opening up to Trikonasana. Up into Goddess Squat. Right, left foot to right. And a nice gentle crescent each side. Lovely. I love that little sequence. It feels very floaty and feminine, which is really linking with moon salutation. Take to your mat, take a moment in Shavasana. Some lovely side stretches in that pose, in that sequence. Excuse me. Nice long sigh. So with Trikonasana, that lovely side stretch, and also the standing crescents. Very good for your gallbladder energy. And that's linked with courage and decisiveness. You're just taking a few deep breaths here. Notice if you're still a little bit tense through your back and your spine. And it might take a few breaths just to relax here, especially lumbar. Feeling any tingliness or changes in temperature through your body, just observe any subtle differences. Okay, drawing these in. Nice gentle rock. Feeling good. Feeling good in mind, body and spirit. Today is a good day. All is well. Say these things to yourself. It's always so lovely and boosting for your energy. Okay. So we'll come into some seated poses. Some lovely stretches through our legs. So butterfly. Bound angle, or Baddha Konkasan, that is in Sanskrit. So we'll take two styles. We'll do Hatha as well as Yin, because this one does cross over them. So with Hatha, we're going to inhale, lift the arms up and have a nice long back, and just gently with this lovely straight back come forwards with our hands. Just let them rest where they land. And in quite an active state, we lift as we breathe. And then as we exhale, there is that opportunity for softening. Noticing where you're feeling anything in this pose, perhaps outer hips or inner thighs. This is great for your liver and your kidneys if you feel it more on the inner legs, and gallbladder if it's more of a sensation you notice on your outer legs. And then if you want to, you can just soften into the yin energy and let everything kind of become a bit more passive. Relax the head, the back doesn't have to be as rigid. And releasing any tension that you're holding in the legs. Notice how much you're holding in your neck and your shoulders and upper back. And then when you're ready, let's just lift and walk the hands up, extending legs out now. Coming a lot more into the meridians on the inner legs, so spleen included in this as well. So again, lovely tall back, inhale, arms up. Flex in the feet, and then hands gently coming forward. So with this pose in Hatha, we're active, very engaged. Really feeling that stretch, especially when the toes are lifted and we're flexed in the feet. As you breathe in and inhale, you probably feel your body very gently lift. And on the exhale, there's a gentle softening. If you want to come into the yin style energy, just release the flex in the feet. Let everything become a little bit more passive and soft in the body. Still feeling the stretch, but it just feels different. Softer. More like you are surrendering to the pose. Breathing to your belly. Let the breath move into the back of your body. Feel the ribs. Relaxing shoulders, neck and face. Gently, when you're ready, take a breath in. Let's come up. We'll bring the left foot into groin. And again, come back into a flexed position with your right foot. Okay, we're going to lift our arms, turn towards our right leg, and exhale, come forwards. Let the arms float down wherever they are comfortable. Feeling a lot more of a stretch in the side, left side of your body now. And then we're just going to walk our hands back up. We're going to come into the reverse of this pose. So just let your right hand rest on the inner part of your right knee. Bring your left arm up as we inhale, and then coming over. So again, feeling the stretch in the left side of the waist, but in a very different way. I always like to think this looks a little bit like the ballerina arms. Okay, when you're ready, gently come up. We're going to swap the legs over and do the same thing again. So extend your left leg, bring the right leg in, right foot in. Nice tall body, arms lifted. Turn towards the left leg and extend. Flexed foot, be active and engaged here. You might find it feels very different this side. You might feel like you're more flexible or less flexible one side. Using the breath and the inhale and the exhale to explore the movement. And then when you're ready, we'll take an inhale, walk the hands back, dropping your left hand, palm upwards. We're going to inhale through the right arm coming up and gently lean to the side. Try not to hold the breath, lovely deep breaths. And then when you're ready, take a breath Gently lift out. Noticing how you're feeling. Let's just take Shavasana. Very stimulating on the inner legs and through the sides of our body. Relax your back down. How do you feel? Where do you feel chi or prana moving? It might be really subtle, or you might not notice it at all. So draw knees in, have a little hug and a rock. We're going to come into fish pose. So with those last poses, we were bringing the body forward ever so gently. It's really nice to counterpose the body and come into a very gentle back bend. So with fish pose, we start lying down, the palms are face down, and lift your buttocks and tuck your hands under each buttock, like you're sitting on the backs of your hands, and then just lift the chest ever so gently and tuck the upper arms under your torso and body as well. When you're ready, and if you feel safe in the spine to do this, we're going to take a nice deep breath in and come up, bending into your elbows, looking at your toes. We start here, and if you're comfortable here and there's issues with your neck, just stay in this position. But if you are comfortable and you want to recline the head back, lifting your chest. And you can also bring the crown down to the mat if you want to, or just stay in this lifted position, noticing how this feels. Gentle curve in your back. Take a deep breath. Lift your head to gaze at your toes in the first instance, and then gently straightening out the arms, bending out the elbows and coming back. Take Shavasana for a moment. Releasing your hands. We're going to do that one more time. But just take a few breaths. Really tune into how you're feeling in your lumbar spine, around the sacral part of your body. Whether it feels quite nourishing, even if there is sensation there, whether it feels nice to have come counterposed to the body. So again, palms face down. Roll yourself so that you're sitting on your hands, on the backs of your hands. Tuck your arms under. And when you feel ready, inhaling, bending into your elbows, coming up. I like to creep my heels forward just a little and then recline the head back. Try and become comfortable in this pose. It isn't always easy, but see if you can find a stillness. Breathe into your belly and your lower back. Consciously think the breath going there. When you're ready, lift the head and then gently roll down, releasing the hands. Shavasana. Take a few deep breaths. Nice long sigh. Breathe to your belly. Let yourself be nourished in this area of lower spine. And then when you're ready, just hug the knees in, because again, rocking here will feel good to massage the lower back. Rolling up now. I'd just like to come in and do a little bit more flex on the spine. So a child to cobra flow, allowing this to be very gentle. So let's come onto the belly. And just bringing your hands underneath your shoulders, And then when you're ready, take a nice deep breath in. And then exhale. Come back, not into fully child's pose, but just as far back as your buttocks come towards your heels. Nice stretch through the arms and the back. Inhale to cobra or baby cobra. And exhale, pushing up, a bit like a push-up. Feeling it in your arms and shoulders, back into Hatha Balasana, child's. Coming forward on the inhale. And just a few more times. Enjoy how this feels through your whole back and spine. Take a pause at each position. And then when you come back into your child's, just remain here. And either with your arms extended, or you can bring your hands back to your feet. Whatever feels comfortable, have a moment to rest. As you breathe deeply against your thighs, feel your back open up. And then gently, hands either side of the head. Come a little, lift the bottom away from your heels, and we'll just do 2 crown rolls. So forehead on the mat, and just breathe in as we come onto crown. Exhale as we come back to forehead. And just one more, very stimulating for your Ajna and third eye. Lovely. Lift your head very slowly as we've had the head down low. Coming up. So if you can join me seated on your cushions, we'll just have a little breathing practice before relaxation. We'll just do 10 rounds of Nadi. So bringing the hands, backs of the hands onto your thighs. Close the right hand first, keep the left open. Always do this. It's really lovely to explore how it feels through your left nostril, your left nadi. Just 2 breaths and then the other side. So close the left hand, open your right. And just in 2 breaths you can notice the difference perhaps. And then close the left to the right, open the left. We'll begin. So about 10 rounds. Inhale. Exhale as you open the right hand. And that's 1 round. We'll carry on. Really try to relax as you do this. Don't worry about counting, I can do this for you. And last round. When you're ready, just allow yourself to lie down or remain seated if you wish. Come into relaxation. Take a lovely deep breath in and a nice slow exhale. And as you do this, relaxing from head to toe, all around the head and your face, the neck and throat, relaxing shoulders and arms all the way down to fingers, the whole front of your body and the whole back of your body. Relaxing the pelvis, hips, legs, all the way down to feet and toes. And so once you've managed to achieve a state of complete relaxation and calm, allow your mind to enter a place that is special to you. A haven, whether real or imaginary, you'll be able to rest and feel good about yourself in this place. Where is this special place? May it be lying in bed, in a warm bath, or a place you've visited when you were a child, in a quiet corner of a wood or a secret room in a ruined castle. Somewhere where you found yourself suddenly away from other people. Perhaps it's a windswept beach where pieces of driftwood wash up on the sand. Whether a real or imaginary place, it is somewhere you can really relax, feel safe and secure. Go to this special place. Feel what made it appeal to you. What makes it special still? It belongs only to you, so you can think and do whatever you like. In this safe, secure place, no one and nothing can ever bother you. Allow yourself to realize that this is a haven, a unique haven of tranquility and safety, where you will always feel able to relax completely. Now allow your mind to drift. Just drift. Notice what kinds of light shine through, perhaps the branches, or the drifting clouds, or in through the window. Is it bright, or hazy, or dim? Does the temperature feel soothing, warm, or refreshingly cool? What sounds do you hear? Distant voices, or perhaps birds singing. Be aware of the colours that surround you, the shapes, the textures, the familiar objects that make the place special. You can just be there, whether sitting, lying, or reclining, enjoying the sounds, enjoying the smells, the atmosphere. No one is asking anything of you here. No one expects anything of you. You do not need to do anything. You have no need to be anywhere except in this peaceful place where everything is perfectly calm and you can truly let yourself just relax. Breathe in the quiet solitude and feel completely at one with your tranquil private place. Very gently. There's no need to move just yet, but just come back to the sound of my voice, trying to think about this lovely place that you've been in your mind and almost take a photograph of it, knowing that you can return to this image, the feelings, the sensations, whenever you want to. It can become a lovely focused practice of meditation. Just allowing yourself now to tune into your breath. Noticing the rhythm, the depth and the quality of your breath in this moment. And you can gently start to wiggle your fingers and toes. Coming back into your day feeling good and vibrant but rested. And looking forward to how the day will pan out. And you can intend parts of your day. So thinking about lunchtime and how that will be calm, nutritious, peaceful. Thinking about the afternoon and late evening and how you want that to pan out. And then dinner and evening. Create it in your mind. So if you want to hug your knees in and have a little rock, and in your own time you can join me in seated. There's no rush. Take your time. Enjoy these movements in your body. And we'll chant 3 Oms together. Think about how it feels through your throat and your heart and where it kind of resonates and ripples through your body. Especially after the 3rd Om, there's a small silence that we'll listen in. So just hands to Chin Mudra. Take a lovely deep breath in, closing your eyes. And just feeling the throat, how that feels, your heart center, your solar plexus. Drawing your hands together, rub the palms vigorously, feel the heat that's already there perhaps and create a little more. And then palms over the eyes, feel the warmth, blinking, let the warmth into the eyes, part the fingers, drawing hands to your heart center. Om Shanti, Namaste.